We begin our bulletin with the Russia-Ukraine conflict, where over 1,000 Kenyans are reportedly illegally enlisted to fight for Russia. The Russian embassy in Kenya has denied allegations that it facilitated the travel of Kenyans to Moscow to participate in the special military operation in Ukraine. Responding to a National Intelligence Service report, the embassy said it did not collude with any entity to lure Kenyans into conflict under false pretense. Their statement comes as families of the recruited call for repatriation of their kin and prosecution of those involved, as Gatete Njoroge now reports.
Dressed in white shirts and clutching national flags, families of more than 1,000 Kenyans illegally recruited to fight in the Russia-Ukraine war gathered at Jivanji Gardens. Their mission: to stage protests outside the Russian embassy in Kenya and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, demanding answers on the fate of their loved ones. But the planned demonstrations were abruptly disrupted after police declined to clear their request to proceed. In their media briefing, the group voiced deep frustration with authorities, accusing them of dragging their feet on a matter they say was formally raised more than 4 months ago. They faulted the government for what they termed as inaction and indifference, further alleging the participation and complicity of some state officials in the recruitment saga.
We now want our sons back, whether dead or alive. We are made to understand that some of them are dead. We understand that probably they were taken in the front line. They died. It's okay. But can we have them back so that we can do formal burial ceremonies? Roho zetu zipone.
They insist their kin were duped to travel to Russia for high-paying jobs, only to later find themselves enlisted in the armed forces of the Russian Federation. The families are now demanding that all parties involved be brought to book.
In response to these revelations, we, the petitioners, insist that the Parliament and Government of Kenya intensify diplomatic engagement with foreign authorities, expand active consular support for detainees and the IJAD, and pursue criminal investigations against recruitment syndicates and complicit government officials.
The group says it will regroup next Thursday, this time pushing ahead with plans to take its grievances directly to the Russian embassy in Kenya and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The embassy, which was cited in a report by NIS, tabled before the National Assembly, has since distanced itself from the allegations. In a statement posted on its official X page, the mission family denied any role in the illegal recruitment of Kenyans, maintaining that it has never engaged in enlisting foreigners into the armed forces of the Russian Federation. However, the statement notes that Russian law allows non-citizens to sign contracts for military service where they are treated as voluntary recruits. Meanwhile, at Kahawa Law Courts, Edward Gituku, one of the 2 Kenyans arrested last September during a raid at a holding base in Great Wall Apartments at the river, was back in court for a mention of his case. Principal Magistrate Gideon Kiage directed that the case be mentioned again on March 19th for further disclosures and to provide directions on the hearing. Gatete Njoroge, Citizen TV, Nairobi.